Okay, good to go. So, I don't know what episode are we on? 8, 7, 9. Fucking better be 8. I paid for 10. I'm doing 7. I know exactly. I was being hypothetical or whatever.
654.
I was actually being hypothetical with you going, oh, what number? Letting you lead it in. Number 8. So we've done 7 because you're on me 3.
Oh. Do you want to negotiate later, like?
No, I know.
Do you want to do business later?
You know you myself. So this is episode 8 of the Joe Wordish podcast, and our guest today is Sherien Hughes from the Sister Sheds.
Sister Sheds?
From the that's the way we say it in Italy. The Sister Sheds. Give it up, Carl, for Sherien Hughes.
Thanks very much.
Thanks for coming on to the podcast.
Thank
and
you for
so we have
me.
Yeah, very welcome. And so Sherien is from the Sister Shed. And then, so tell me exactly what the Sister Shed is for people who don't know.
The Sister Sheds.
Sheds.
Sorry. There's loads of them, Joe. It's not just one shed.
It's not just like the big...
It's just not sitting in a shed.
Otherwise it'd be like, how many is this? 1,000 years. It'd be Sister Warehouse. It wouldn't be Sister Shed anymore. No, we need a bigger shed.
We need a much bigger shed for all yous. Yeah, now there's 27 sheds in total. Nice. So everyone will say to me, are they sheds? I'm like, no, they're not sheds. They're community centres, they're groups, you know.
Yeah.
So basically Sister Sheds is a charity registered in Ireland.
Deadly.
It's running 3 years and we support, it started as me wanting to set up a little group in Jobstown.
Right.
Just to have the crack with. You know when we come out of isolation?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm just a bit awkward, like,
right.
you know?
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm a life coach and all, like, so I'll just go in, slide in there, like, and just...
You got a badge and all? Do you have a life coach badge and all?
No.
Do you get a cape?
I have a little cert.
Do you have a certificate? Can you know something? Look at a lanyard. Look at that. You all right? How
just walking in with it like I'm a life coach.
How are you getting on with life?
Yeah. So I said I'll go in and talk to the women. See, can we just build up a bit of a network in the area? Help women get back out. So I done that in my area, and my cousin, we were talking about in the hairdressers, my cousin done it in her area in Finglas.
Deadly.
So the first one we opened was in Finglas, and it was packed. Just put it on Finglas Talks.
That's brilliant, isn't it? Oh,
yeah,
that's
loads of women just turned up crying.
Really?
You know,
just
shit.
Stuck at home with the...
Just not knowing what... I think we were all a bit...
Nuts, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it? I think it affected everyone.
During that time, I thought it was in the... What's that movie? You know what weird... Oh, I can't even remember.
The Inception or one of them fucked
something
up.
I remember
Matrix
going up to the bleeding centre and it was like 5 metres distance and all.
Oh, it's horrible.
I thought this is... No, I can't do. And masks and all everywhere. Like Squid Games or something.
Oh, right. Yeah,
like
yeah. You're in a game or something,
Yeah, something weird. But anyway, we set up the groups, and from that day, April 2020, I think it was, 21.
Right.
No, sorry, 22.
22
it's just grown, and now it's become a registered charity in Ireland, probably about 1,000 members, 27 sheds, and women just meeting in their communities to support each other.
That's brilliant.
Do workshops, building confidence. Loads have gone back to work, loads have gone back to college. It's been amazing.
Isn't it mad how much, like, you don't even realise, but I think it's in us though, isn't it? And especially, and I'm not going to say because I'm going to sound like a shy bag saying it, but isn't it especially women, like, because you are, like, when you go on a phone for hours, like, when you are able to, you do all that, like, blokes are well able to just sit beside each other and say nothing.
But they're well able for it, but is there really nothing going on?
No, there's loads going on.
There's a whole lot going on.
Yeah, there's loads going on. Well,
isn't
it? I was originally, I'm not saying originally, but isn't it men's shed?
Yeah, so men's sheds kind of, we didn't get the idea from the men's sheds, but I think the name kind of drove us to Sister Sheds because we wanted it to be like a sisterhood.
Right,
and it is like a sisterhood. I can honestly say it's like a movement. I mean, don't mess with a sister in the Sister Sheds.
Do you know what? I'm not even gonna joke. And this is not. And I know I'm actually now if I'm joking. I don't know if you know that, right? I swear to God, sometimes I try and find things funny, but I don't know what it is. I do. I'm a messing bastard, right? But so I forgot what I was going to say there. No, but I'm actually jealous of how fucking, like, this is going to sound like I'd rather hang around with women than blokes because it's a better crack.
Yeah,
all my mates that are my age now, and my friends that are just gangs of us that are friends since, well, they're all boring bastards.
Yeah.
You go up to that Jobstown and they have the women's night on. The ladies night.
That's a bleeding great night in the John. Now, big shout out to John Kilbride.
John Kilbride's rapper.
He's smashing it in that place.
It's brilliant, without a doubt. That's where he gave me. I wouldn't be doing comedy only for him.
Yeah, brilliant.
I just started off with comedy and that.
It's brilliant.
So, John Kilbride is throwing on it. I'm a lady. I'll identify if I have to. I will. I don't give a fuck. No, but I'm a little bit jealous because I said, John, I actually had my gig on in the Civic this and I said, John, I was going to do something and maybe that. And he goes, we have a night on, the ladies' night. Yeah. And it sells out like that.
In minutes.
So that's where I'm actually a little bit jealous on behalf because you still have... Women are great. You just come together. You know how to enjoy yourselves.
We do.
Mother's Day. Have you ever been out on Mother's Day? And rightly so, because you're not a mother. You've no business going out on Mother's Day. I go out all the time on Mother's Day.
Of course you do. Especially when you are single, you are going out on Mother's Day. No, hang on. I'm a better mother than most of them out there. No, that's a lie. That was a joke, by the way. Which camera I'm looking at? I'd be lynch mobbed, won't I, after this? You'd be killed.
The sister shed.
They'd be like, Shereen, what you doing? You're from the sister sheds letting him talk all like that? No, it's a joke.
It's all joke.
He's a comedian.
Yeah, they're not all jokes, but I'm joking about that now. But I am jealous of that end of it, that you have better crack, and it wasn't. And I did go out on Mother's Day, only because my mother was up there and my 3 sisters, and I would have went to have one drink with them, and then I would have sat in the bar with the men. Yeah. That's bullshit. No, it's not. That's bullshit. No, but I'm saying you can see the crack. They see the
women are brilliant.
You still know how to enjoy yourselves.
And you know what? I think the big stigma for a long time is like, women, they pull each other down and this, that, and that. It's not true. No. Like, we have 1,000 members. That's no word of a lie. And I'm telling you now, from Kildare to Navan to Dublin, where all of our sheds is, they are like one big community, all ready to support each other.
Isn't it?
They'll go out on days together, don't even know each other, but we have these WhatsApp groups where they can all link in. Yeah. And it'd be like... there's a bus going from Navan to the Navan sister shed are going here, there and everywhere if anyone wants to jump in, and all the women will just jump in on free. They don't even know them.
That's great.
But they go out and have the best day with them.
Because you know it is already you've set, I think it's amazing to do that and you set that community up. You and Rachel, isn't it? Your cousin Rachel.
Cousin,
so Rachel's obviously. Where's Rachel, by the way?
Rachel is actually, she's doing something, Joe.
No, hang on a second. Sisterhood me bollocks. Fucking over here, giving her all that over all this comrades and all. Where's Rachel? She's
Rachel, do you hear that?
Yeah, Rachel. Yeah,
that's
next
your
time.
fault. She can come the next time.
It's over all this. Where's your fucking money?
There's no community going on here.
I'm messing, obviously. So Rachel is so. And Rachel, is she Rachel Hughes?
She's my cousin, Rachel Hughes.
Okay. And she's in Finglas.
She's the Finglas head,
She's a Finglas,
She's
Sherin.
a Fingal, yeah.
That's mad, isn't it? And is she same as you?
Yeah, she's identical.
Is she?
Identical.
That's mad.
Very real, and just, do you know, I know that we had a massive success with. Do you know what kind of victims of our own success? If I'm being honest,
right? Come on, because I know you were telling me a little bit of this earlier, because it is mad. It's got so big, but it's now you have to do something with it. That it's not. It's like
even the fundraisers that we run. Like it's like running a very successful business.
Yeah.
With no finance, it's difficult.
Foxy.
So as much as we're very proud of what we created, it's a struggle, like, you know.
So is there now? Obviously now is a few years into it. Have you looked into the?
We've had 2 fantastic corporate sponsors, Elavon and Fidelis, and they sponsored us 2 years running, which was great.
Okay.
But you know, I don't know about next year and the year after. They could be wanting someone else, but. It's literally relying on that. Without them, I don't think we would have got this far by now. Yeah. Because you're running a whole business. It's a business.
Wow.
You know, now, and the women in the sheds, they're all out there self-funding yourself. And you know yourself, Joe. Yeah. Me personally, I remember a time, like, there's times where you, well, not now, thank God, but many years ago, like, it's like, do you want to go to a club or do you want to buy a sliced pan? For your kids.
Yeah, fucking
like,
hell.
I really want to go to my club, but I have to buy toast.
I know,
I have to get toast.
That's where shoplifting comes in.
Well, that happens. I go in my club, I'm robbing the slice pan.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
there's a balance. There's a bit of a yin and a yang here, but you know what I mean? So they're all out there self-funding, and it's not cheap doing workshops.
Because the first I heard of it was Sarah, my girlfriend, Sarah, my partner. They had one, there's one in Killamany.
That's right.
And they went to that one down the community centre, and she was loving it. She was like bang and all the man, like and that were going mothers with their daughters.
Yeah, brilliant.
At that age, like, and I was like, that's bleeding deadly.
And that's what I was trying to feed into the younger generation as well, that it's not about tearing each other down, it's about supporting. Like, we live in communities. Community is massive.
Yeah, of course.
It's a big thing, like, you should celebrate it, do you know what I mean?
Do you know what it is? And when you see something like that coming together, and I said this before, I don't know what else I was saying on, and I know it's without bringing it down, and we were talking about earlier, I think I texted earlier, about Archie. And that's you have done the fundraisers, haven't you?
Yeah, me and Jay from Rise Above It, we've done and Walk and Talk.
Yeah, Stephen Brennan, great guy,
great guy. Like, that's what I mean. It's all about community. So Archie, Una Ennis, you know, she has Archie that has, I can never pronounce it. Duchenne.
I think everyone knows it's a horrible,
and trying to raise 3.2 million, which nearly seems impossible. Yeah. But I tell you what, I've never in my whole life seen support like it.
Like, honestly,
unbelievable.
Like, as like, it's something as sad as that, but the when you see the community of people that is coming together, doesn't it warm your heart so much?
It's unbelievable.
Doesn't it? Realistically,
really, really does, and it brings the reality to the game. Like, it's like, well, people do care. Yeah, everyone thinks we don't, and they go for. They do. Like, 100%. I think they're up to nearly 1 million.
Look, but when you lose a little bit of faith in humanity, you know, you go, and then something like that's really horrible and all. And see everyone's coming together, and everyone's like, what can I do? Everyone wants to do something. Everyone wants to do something. And if you can't put your hand in your pocket, you're gonna try and do something.
You're gonna create something
to make something. And you've done that. We've done it. We've done the comedy, the plaza.
That's why
and we've all. Do you know what I mean? And that's a great thing. So to be part of the community, as you said, but that's at the ground throughout Dublin. Are you outside Dublin?
What, Sister Sheds?
Yeah, it's our Sister Sheds.
Oh, yeah, we're around, like, Navan, Kildare.
Oh, you said Navan, that's right.
Yeah, like, we're in different pockets. Like, I didn't have a car there for 6 months. So basically the last 2.5 years, we just constantly open them, because people pour in all the time. Is there one here? Is there one here? Is there one here? So we just go find the premises and then just open it. We have an open night and it becomes packed. It's unreal. But I got my car back, so I just got a new car. Nice, well, not a brand new car, like.
Saying it's lovely.
It's a lovely car, isn't it? It's delighted with it.
Very nice. See you flying past me. Overtaking me like that. Yeah, getting there first. Me little mic, go on, sorry.
So got that. So now we're going to start opening them again. So I know we're opening Donabay, Tipperary, a few on the list.
So in what way does it work then? So like, are you still part of your one, even though you're the CEO, you and Rachel?
The voluntary CEO.
Well, it's was it co-CEO? So is that?
I'm CEO, she's managing director.
Oh, are you?
So let's keep it real. Okay. Keep it real.
No, because I thought we're trying to and make a joke out of that, but fuck you. See, I just stamping all over me joke. Okay, right. No, you just said we're not allowed to joke. You can't go, let's not joke. Let's not joke about a joke and then you say I'm joking. No, but like, so you're the CEO and she's the managing director of the end, right? That's brilliant. And then, but are you still the use, even though there's how many sheds is there?
27.
Wow, that's 27.
So at first we did visit them all the time. Like, we were always popping in, doing like nurture group and everything, and trying to keep the sheds afloat. But each shed now has their own committee. Yeah, so they have their own board tree.
That's what I was going to get at then.
So they run it.
So
brilliant. We still control do the open nights, because Sherin and Rachel.
Yeah.
So people come to have the chats with us and stuff. We open it, go back once or twice, dip in and out. We have a facilitators list where we've reached out to facilitators around Ireland. Can you do laughing yo? Can you do confidence building? Can you do this? We give them all that, so they feed into that. We do the tax cert. We do all the logistics of the organisation. So
you do the less fun shit.
Do you know what? I was like, great, it'd be great to have a little group up in Tala just to join once a week. Never happened.
What?
I think I got to open one, go to it for about 3 weeks, and then this all happened.
You were took off then, but still,
so
do you know what? But it takes something like yourself and Rachel to do that, and then raise the roof on something else for all this, and that realistically, as you said, your thought in your head was like, you know, it'd be great to have something, and then you've this.
Now we've a whole,
which is, and it's not stopping, is it?
No. Definitely not.
So what's basically what it is now? You've got the individual sheds going and growing, and you have your groups coming in and doing, like, so you said there's bits of yogas, talks and stuff. You have people coming in and out into different the sheds. And
so you facilitators going into them most weeks. Then, you know, again, they're women. So they're very handy. Yeah. They know exactly. So one woman could say, do you know what, I'm really good at doing this. I'm going to teach us how to do this. So a lot of the women in the sheds teach each other.
That's brilliant.
They learn from each other and they go away with arts, crafts. Like some of them have set up their own businesses.
That's
like
amazing.
Baking, selling banana bread and online. And
my ma did something, and it's only, you just gave me a reminder of there was, and it's probably back, and probably, I don't know, it was in the late 80s or early 90s. There wouldn't have been all the internet and the whole way to reach out as many people and a wider thing. My ma was part of a ladies club.
A ladies club, yeah. They had them years ago.
That was mad. So they had one up in Knockmore School.
Right.
And my ma used to teach them all the crocheting.
Yeah, that would be similar.
And my auntie used to teach them all pickpocketing. She was rapper up. She was deadly at, like a little Finnegan from Oliver's Twist. Got the pickpocket out there.
Was she from Tala? She was a talent, was she?
Wouldn't it be deadly now? I always thought, you know, if you say, I'm an influencer, I have to be a bad influencer.
Yeah.
I'll
show you influence.
Jump overs and all like this. No, but that's sort of the truth. My ma taught loads on the crocheting, and I just thought, that's great.
And it's funny because some of the women that come to the sheds now do say to us, it's mad because my ma went to a ladies club for years.
Isn't that brilliant though? The ladies club was set up around.
Yeah, you've just carried on the legacy.
But just goes to show you that it is in us, that community thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
And in the same senses, and I don't want to make this the man, the women type, but like I know a lot of girls, women, whatever, would say, I wouldn't just walk in, and a lot of women do, go in and just sit at the bar and read newspaper. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I'd happily look, and probably sometimes prefer not to talk to anyone. Sometimes I just go in and say, you know what I mean?
But a woman wouldn't.
But women would prefer to be in the house like the bleeding.
Yeah, and do you know what? A lot of women think that, I can't just go in there. But the ethos of the sister sheds, when we open it, you have like your rules. Yeah. Like even with other women coming through the door, it's like, remember what it was like for you coming through the door.
Yes.
So any woman that comes through that door, put yourself right back in that place.
Come on.
So they're like, come on in, come on. And I have to say, I'm not just saying it because their organisation, it's a powerful organisation.
No, that's amazing. Yeah. And it's only going to get bigger and better.
Bigger and bigger.
So hats off to you for straight away. And I honestly 100% you and Rachel. And then like I suppose as you were saying, the sponsorship. We're doing a gig. I don't know if they tell you, Carl. We're doing a gig. So we are. Sorry, I just said we're doing a gig.
We're doing a gig.
I was telling you, me and Carl are doing a gig.
Oh, you and Carl are doing a gig, right?
No, this is no. So Sherin is on in the Civic Theatre.
Civic Theatre
on the 23rd of August, Saturday 23rd of August in the Civic.
Live and deadly with the Sister Sheds.
Yes.
Great guests. Yeah. What a lineup, Joe.
Yeah.
Come on. Serious lineup.
Who have we got on it?
So we have you as the host.
With the most. I'm hosting.
Couldn't have anyone else host that show, only Joe.
Couldn't wait.
So Joe is doing hosting for us. This should be the crack.
Yeah.
We have Al Porter. He's doing a sketch. So basically we're doing a sketch and a 5-minute podcast. Right. So like we get to ask 1 or 2 questions. Yeah. So Al Porter, Enya Martin. Hello.
Stop.
Like hello.
Stop.
Seriously.
Straight out of the park.
Literally,
knocking it out of the park.
Literally, like that's it.
We love
that's
Enya.
all we need.
She's brilliant. No, honestly, So you know what? As long as I know I do stand up, she's so sound and an amazing
and you know what? I've
comedian.
never met her.
Have you not?
But I just know that she supports
You're gonna want her straight away.
I'm gonna love her.
You're gonna want her straight away. She's such a nice person.
Sorry. So she's
Can we back?
So she's doing it. Fabio D, who you've worked with before.
Black Paddy, I believe they call him.
Black Paddy, yeah.
Black
and
Paddy.
then we have Mary Bourne from the X Factor to take us out. Yeah, she's singing us out.
That's amazing.
Like,
Mary.
what a lineup. We do have a surprise guest that me and you have spoke about briefly.
Are we not allowed?
No, we're not mentioning him.
Right, we'll say
he called me, right? No, I called him, didn't answer.
He's a lovely guy. He's a lovely guy.
Sound, because doing the show for us, like, you know.
Sound.
Text me and says, I'll ring you tomorrow. That was 4 days ago.
Yeah, and
I didn't get to offer him the 50 quid.
Oh, you were going to give him a little, that's right, on the phone we had a conversation.
I was going to be like, give 50 quid if you do that one little bit for us.
We'll sort you out.
Yeah,
we'll sort you out.
Look after you, like, you know.
Yeah, he's still going to say no.
Yeah, I know.
I know what you're going to ask him, and he's going to say no. But do you know what? He's full of surprises.
Do you know why I think it would be?
Do you
know why I think it'd be brilliant if he did do what we're asking him to do? Because we have Mary born at the end,
right?
So I think it would be a nice.
But I don't know. Yeah, if he didn't, I don't think he knows that.
Well, he had to give Joe. You mean?
No, we are gone. But regardless, even if without the surprise,
even if he does, it's a fabulous line.
Without the surprise, without Mary Bourne, without Enya, without Apple, even without you and all the sisters, it's going to be rapid.
Because you're there. Yeah, do you know what? Me and Rachel have this sketch done up. So last year we done the Sister Shed show. It was just The Only Way Is Up.
Right.
And we actually, here's another thing about sheds. We build so much confidence through them that we got like women that sometimes didn't even come out of their house, because this shed's all about supporting mental health, reducing isolation, loneliness and stuff. Some women never even come out of the house. We got like nearly 40 women on stage in the Civic Theatre in front of 2 nights sellout.
That's amazing.
Doing what they do in their sheds. So they acted out themselves in the sheds.
And then did it in front of 300 people, because it's 300 people. Oh, you have to do nights.
Yeah. Sold out. Imagine that. 1 week sell out, a fourth week, and then on the fourth night, and then took about 3 weeks sell out the next.
That's amazing.
It was and I tell you what, I know we ran the show, but I'm telling you, the show Carol, she directed it.
Yeah, yes, that's
so
right.
AKA Winnie McGugan, me friend.
Yeah, mate.
You know,
he's our mates now. Yeah, she's brilliant.
So
actress
she's brilliant.
Well.
She's great
funny.
crack.
Funny, yeah.
But yeah, fantastic show, and really, again, built women up. Did he like theatre?
Yeah.
It was just brilliant.
Yeah.
But I fell in love with doing theatre then.
Yeah.
Then I want to be on stage all the time. I always wanted to be like that since I was a kid.
It's class,
so
isn't it?
this year I was like, Rachel, we're doing another show.
Right.
She's like, Sherin, we're not going to get them all, because the rehearsals every week. You can imagine 40 women.
Yeah.
It's a lot of rehearsing, a lot going on.
Yeah.
She's like, Sherin, we're not going to get them to do it again. I was like, I don't care. I'm doing a show. I'm doing a show. I want to do a show.
We'll do all the bits.
I'll do
all the parts.
So we have about a 20-minute sketch at the beginning, and it's a brilliant sketch the two of us have.
Did you write this yourselves?
Me and Rachel. We wrote the last show ourselves.
Did you as well?
Yeah.
That's great.
We wrote our piece.
It's like... Isn't it mad that you don't even see, because like I wouldn't know an of you from around talent, like, you know what I mean? I'm not more
quiet. I was cool.
Yeah, you were as quiet as fuck. You would have never saw you up fucking bareback going down the road with a pair of Nikes on. You bit over.
I was always in the Nikes.
You were always in the Nikes, just not on the horses.
Yeah. One or two
horses. That's as far as it went.
I was in the cars.
No, I know. I'm
joking.
But like as I said, you don't look. This is the thing. Even it doesn't matter where you're from or what age you are. There's always something. And if you're getting a little opportunity to do something, like I wouldn't be a stand-up comedian. Only for I was just watching a comedy show, and John Cabrera, we spoke about in the jobs down with us, great guy. And he was like, you should do a bit. And I said, I'll do that. And then he I did a competition up there, and I won it. And then from that I just fell in love with it. And so boom, boom, boom. And then thankfully I'm doing where I'm doing. I'm loving it. And then you just went this little spark for the Sister Shed. And it's one thing is leading to another. And now you're telling me you're falling in love with the acting and the drama and producing it and all that.
Producing, the whole thing. Very confident, thinking I'm bleeding. I don't know how I think I am, but
the thing is that you don't even know, as I said, any stage of your life that you could just change things around and just go, do you know what, I'm gonna give this. Takes a bit of confidence though to start your road, and you don't just wake up in the morning and go, do you know what, I'm gonna write a production and put it on and sell it on the Civic Theatre.
Is it even gonna sell one ticket?
Yeah,
do you know?
It's
but you take opportunities. You have to, when it comes, it comes. You just have to go with it. Do you know? And we were just blessed, and it did. And now it's given me the kick to keep doing. Like if you asked me to do panto in the Gaiety, I'd be all up there like Cinderella. I wouldn't care.
Really?
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'd do.
It's
I'd really
isn't
love
it?
the stage.
Well, if you had to ask you years ago, you'd have went.
Nah, I'd be like, I'm too scarlet. Even though I knew I wanted to do that.
I love that word,
scarlet for your ma.
Scarlet for your ma. Scarlet for your ma. But we love that, your ma. No baby things, your ma. Shut you, your ma.
Shut you, your ma.
So you're doing. So you have a 20-minute sketch at the very start. So that's annoying the shit out of me. Then we found it. Sorry.
20-minute sketch at the beginning.
Sketch. Let me lower this down for a second. Sorry, out of the way. 20-minute sketch that you and Rachel have wrote
that we wrote ourselves.
Can you give us a little bit about what's it about? You don't want to, because you don't have to, because I'm sure that
do you know what it is? It's us two giving each other a stick about our lives,
right?
Yeah, about
brilliant.
Like who we are, like
right, brilliant.
And what's been going on this year.
Were you on telly?
We've been on, we've been on Ireland AM twice. Yeah, we've been on. Oh God, I don't know. We've been all over the place. We've been very blessed.
That's brilliant.
Very blessed.
Deadly.
Like, it's funny, like, we get recognised, but we don't get recognised by the right people. Right. The people that can support the organisation. Now, we did, as I said, we got sponsorship through Elevon. That was through lovely Lynn Ruan, another powerhouse.
What an absolute...
Another friend of mine.
That's great,
She's a powerhouse. She brought us to the Women's Exec Cup about 2 years ago and shouted us out on the stage.
I'm dying to get Lynn on Lynn Ruan.
I'd love to get her on. I know Lynn years.
Love
her. You would. She's just come around that corner.
Yeah, of course. We and two girls in the same school go clubbing together. Yeah. Still a video. But
she's
anyways,
a powerhouse.
And I see Lynn all the time as well up and down. But anyway, so
she shouted us out, and then this organisation came looking for us. So we were very blessed to be able to have that opportunity. But yeah, I think now we're trying to get the government to listen to us. Like, I think it's a thing I don't want to sit here and put anyone down, but I think it's a thing that when you're doing a good job, that probably the government should be doing.
They just let you out and go ahead. You're doing it.
Do it yourself. And
isn't it horrible that you're doing
it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And then I feel the shitty that there is, as you said, that's a perfect point that you made. When there's someone else that's doing the job that they should be. Yeah. So over doing it.
Like, how big is it? How big is mental health in this country right now?
Stop. Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
and it's gone. It's gone. No, it's gone. It's gone beyond. Like, obviously as well, some people you wouldn't even know how bad it is till it's really affecting you as well, though. Do you know what I mean? Affecting around you till you see it. It's affecting around you.
Yeah. So.
And mental health's been hidden as well for so long. We hadn't a clue, and especially and I know women have, and I feel like a shitebag saying this, and it's with saying what I do think of the women's mental health.
No,
you wouldn't have a fucking clue, because I feel like you'll get a backlash
off this.
No,
you won't.
I feel like I should, because I've 2 girls and I've 3 sisters and I've a ma. Do you know what I mean? So I've been surrounded by women all my life.
See,
do you know what I mean?
Look at women and their powerhouses. Well, women will shut it all down, just they'll get on with it every day.
I've seen all them everyone go through difficult times, and I know and there's a few times where I've said, and this is now probably going to get shot even saying this. I'm not saying to my 2 girls are like 25, 17, and I go, well, you know, when women have to go through and there's different changes, and I'm trying to explain to you, we almost go, shut the fuck up, will you fucking...
Stop.
You know, I'm saying, I'm only finding all this out now at this age. No one would have told me about women's issues or problems or like that. We would have done none of that. I'm 47 years old. No one would have said, women have these mad issues and what's it, brains changes and all. You get taught about so much in school about our own bodies and our own changes and our own what we do with, but no one says when you get it. And my mother, I don't think, would have been told and informed.
They went away.
They wouldn't have been told and informed. My ma ended up, like, without saying it, in an institution, because she'd lost her lost her mind. And I only found that out a few years ago. They said, no, that's...
Yeah, well, I'm a woman, and I remember my ma was going through what you would call the menopause. Thank God I haven't experienced that like that. But I remember she used to be like, it was all the sweating thing, you know, like, I remember she'd go into a hairdresser and get her hair done. Lord rest her, she's dead now, I miss her terribly. But anyway, she'd go in, get her hair done, and she'd come out and she'd be wringing wet. And me and my sister would be giving her the world a stick. And she'd be like, it's not funny, I don't feel great. And we'd be like, oh my God, you do stop, you weirdo, you're just... But now we look back, we're like, oh my God, she was suffering the menopause, she was going through it.
But isn't it, like, the thing is, right, with mental health and with knowledge and with experience of being informed about stuff like that, if you're informed about it and you have knowledge about it, you can deal with it yourself, but you can also help other people deal with it. Isn't that knowledge? You said it's perfect. Absolutely. Knowledge is power.
Yeah.
I would have been, and like, there's a lot of information out there. There's a lot of being passed out, and rightly so, through different things. It's like, a lot of men wouldn't have a clue and probably didn't give a fuck. Do you know what I mean? When women were going through. And women didn't know either. And I go, why am I feeling like all this? And then when you get informed about it, we go, oh, okay.
That's what it is.
Okay. So I know, I have friends, and I'm obviously not going to say, and they'd be like, she is funny. But they say, oh, she's, and then the very next sentence then is, but she's fucking, do you know what I mean? A little bit of thing. And I'm going, that's great that they understand that, and rather than go, fuck off, or them going, fuck off, that they know that's not a normal process, and that's a balance.
And I think women, so you're so right about all that. And then I think the thing with men, I think the reason why it was highly highlighted in the country now about mental health is because men kept it all inside as well. Never talk about it. I'm a man. I'm not talking about that. I don't cry. I don't do this. Forget that they're human and they have feelings and emotions and shite knocks them over, you know.
100%,
but thankfully people are coming to the surface now.
And 100%. And do you know what? It's not, and I know what I hear what the women said, there is a lot, and mental health is a big issue across the board, but sometimes people don't. They won't be accepting, do you know what I mean? It's like, fuck off. People just have people are just locked out, whether I am a man or a woman, sometimes to other people's. I think you would have to have empathy sometimes. Or else if you don't, you don't.
Yeah, I get you.
Do you know what I mean?
100%.
A stone block just hill couldn't give a flying fuck about that, right? Yeah. But like, when I say, because we all have.
But we spoke about this. I found this interesting.
Yeah, so when I had my fucking problems where I couldn't get my head around, I was like, why am I in fucking homeless when I've no drink or drug problems, no fucking mental health issues and that. It's because I couldn't rent anywhere. Yeah. And then when I was embarrassed about that, and then I was like, fuck, and then I was struggling. Yeah. And then it was just stickers everywhere for Women's Aid. Yeah. And I was like, which is great.
You were telling me this,
and I was like, is that any fucking thing? And then was someone just gave me a little card or something. I was like, why is that not a little bit more? I felt a little bit, not saying, do you know what I mean? I don't want to get battered by women for this either.
Stop it,
but you know what I mean? You don't want to feel like that.
No, when you told me this, that kind of blew me back a bit. I was like, Jesus.
And it was, so I didn't want to, I was annoyed about it at the time because, when I did need fucking to talk to someone, I didn't want to talk to my kids, was embarrassed, and I didn't want to talk to my sisters because I didn't want to be upsetting my ma. So I kept everything in, which is fucking, and I knew that was the wrong thing to do. And I was talking to the other homeless people in the fucking shelter, and these guys were on heroin and crack and fucking everything. I was guys injecting, and then when they got sober a bit, we'd nearly be bleeding counselling each other. Do you know what I mean? And they knew that I was just nowhere to live.
Yeah,
and
the homeless community.
And they knew that they'd been through 10, 20 homeless shelters, and they were giving me advice. I was getting more information off these guys than I was. We spoke about government not being the proper fucking avenues to
just support.
Yeah, support. And when I rang Men's Aid 5 times in a row, the phone.
You were telling me. Yeah,
just rang out.
And did you say a couple of months later you got a call back?
6 months later, I rang them again, and I got a phone answered, and I was like, was that? No, because I'm started, right, sometimes you try and put stuff away. Yeah. So I was trying to forget about it. But no, it is, but it's something that I did want to talk about afterwards, saying that it's shit that I know I'm headstrong. To a certain extent. There's a lot of fellas that wouldn't be. Yeah. And
if you look at the suicide rate in the country as well, you lean back then, you look at the government and say, right, so Joe rang Men's Aid 5 times. Yeah. 6 months later they come. Where does someone go from that gap in the 6 months? Yeah. Has something happened to that man in the meantime?
And it wasn't even and I don't know exactly, because I would have been either dead or lucky enough that I didn't, and I was home. It was the other guys in the shelter. Even the staff in one of the homeless shelters that I was going to put into, the staff weren't staff, like as in like they was good. They were either giving you the food or they were making sure you weren't bringing drink or drugs in, because it was the roughest one. Yeah. But then but the guys in your man was going, no, one of these fellas that was a bit mad alky and he'd be bumming smokes off you and borrowing tenors, and I was coming in for walking or whatever. But the boys were like, you're walking, you should be going to this hostel and bring the Simon community. I hadn't a clue. No one told me. No one told me anywhere. Even when I was down, I was like, all right, I've nowhere to go, there's nowhere to rent now. And it was all the homeless people that told me. But when I did the thing about the Men's Aid joke, anyways, when I knew for a fact that they were most likely underfunded and understaffed,
no resources,
and I wasn't gonna go there. But it still hurt me that I wanted to talk. I wanted to talk. I needed to talk, and then that no one answered the phone, and I did leave my name and number. Yeah, and no one. That's what it was. They did ring me back ages after. That's what it was. 6 months later, someone got a message somewhere. But imagine all the messages that was in there.
That's what I mean. What happened to all them people? And as I was saying to you earlier, like we're blessed in this country. There's a lot of people now coming to platforms like social media. you'll get one or two that are just out there doing crazy stuff. But you get real people, like I was saying, Jason Bourne and stuff.
I
love
that.
Brilliant space for people that are suffering. And I think the reason why that blows up for him now is because it's very real about his sufferings.
Without a doubt, isn't that
very authentic?
Same as, is it Get Better with Chris?
Get Better with Chris. Very authentic people. So when you see the likes of Jason Bourne, Get Better with Chris, other people are out there trying to support other people from their houses, behind the camera, behind their phone, just trying to give support. When you look at them, you're like, oh, maybe I'm not alone.
Yeah, no, you know that. Yeah,
and you're surviving, so I'm going to survive.
Yeah,
I just need to know how to, and maybe with you there. But again, I do think, without giving out about the government, definitely need to step up and say, right, well, these are doing this and that. How can we support this and keep it going?
But like, and I suppose,
I feel like we're on RTA or something, do you?
Why is it? That's because he looks like a prick. That's why. Isn't it? He looks like
I feel like it's gone very political.
He looks like a prick that walks on the money.
No, he doesn't. You do not.
Doesn't it? Yeah, tag is hanging out, by the way, the bottom of your dress. Over here. Scarlet for you. This side.
Your ma.
There's a tag. Your ma's on the, where the pointing there, your leg. Over here.
Oh, for
all over there.
Look
That's
at
all
you.
tea for you. I wouldn't have left you
You're
sitting
looking
there.
at me like
You're
cross Scarlet for your ma.
Perving like that. Oh, but to tell you about mental health. Perving the shit out. I'm going to come here to tell you about men's health.
No, stop, I can't. I can't.
The dirty bar coming in and gets me into his little studio.
Like talking about mental health, then all of a sudden he's all over me legs. Like, look at that.
The dirty bar, where's the door? Get me out of here.
Don't do it. Don't do a podcast with Joe Irish. He's all about, I support women. He doesn't his hoop.
I'm only telling you all the women I want to get in here. I'm like, oh, I'd love to get hold of there.
Don't get Lynn Ruan in here. Yeah, Lynn, don't do it.
He was about, the women I get in here, they don't batter me. Every woman that's in my life would fucking batter me in a heartbeat. I couldn't have let you sit there with that tag showing.
I appreciate
and you would have went, you would have fucking ran afterwards watching it. You'd have been fucking Joe Irish,
you're disgusting. Put me on TV like that.
Stick up, see when I get so I had to put your way.
The big pennies tag and all on it.
No, but see that even that's where you'd have to be that comfortable enough to say to someone. I just remember my cousin said to me something. What was it? Something I said, look, yeah, man, I with a big blade and snot. No, it's one of them, but you never say it. But if he grabbed me and he's like, if we ever have a hat like that out my nose, you don't tell me, I'm going to kill you.
Was it true?
No, it was just, and he was right though. You know, you want someone to go.
You want someone to go
here.
Yeah.
You don't want to across the table. And no one is, you're just having your dinner.
Yeah.
And someone who you're with is having the dinner and the food's on and you just go.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You don't leave them with it.
Like I have my mate and we go out, we do go exploring around the country, whatever. Yeah. And so loves the camera, like, you know. And I'm always like, oh, don't like that picture, don't like that picture. Constantly like, don't like it.
Again.
So now he's like, I'll be like, take a picture. He'll be like, I'm not even taking a picture. I'll be like, why is it? Because you're not going to like it. But then the other day, takes a video anyway. And the first thing I said to him is, that top was really tight on me. Why didn't you tell me? Like, what? I was like, oh, no, I looked fatter because the top was too tight. But I was like, what am I meant to say? You look really big in that.
That's the worst thing.
It's the worst.
I can't
just
imagine
tell me.
anything else going to go, wouldn't you say?
Just tell me.
Oh, there's no a bloke. That would be the last thing a bloke could ever do. Is just go, come here and just because you would want me to tell you this. Do you know what I imagine? Imagine
literally.
that.
And then if they do tell you, probably like, the bleeding neck, what else? What do you want me to change into? I'm not here with me.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, stop.
But I'd like to think as a side that I'd say, if there was a little, do you know what I mean? Like a little crusty, something that you just know that for a second before you get out. Okay. Yeah, wait in a second, right? Just that, and they stand there yapping. I did it actually in Liverpool in front of, and no one told me. There was about 12 of all my cousins in Liverpool, and they were all, and I was like that. This is way before I was doing comedy. It was just funny. Do you know what I mean? Not just funny looking, right? No, but I was having a band amorous, and they're all laughing at me, and I'm up and down. It's like that, and they were like that. And my cousin helped me, Suzanne, my eldest cousin, she just lays out. She goes, "Joe, not even listening to you." And I was like, what? And she goes, you have the biggest fucking, this thing is just, every time you laugh, it's just coming out for a little. It was one of them, right? You mean I was like that. Oh, let me tell you what I'm doing. And they're all like this at the table, a load of scousers, and I was like, I am flying. I was funny, mad funny. And she goes, it's a big snot. And that was it. I just went, this bastards.
Do you know what the thing is, though? It has to be cold, right? Because someone could do this to you.
Yeah.
Or if someone says to you, they take out a chewing gum, they have a chewing gum, they break one chewing gum, it's my breath smell.
Yeah.
No, I was just giving you a fucking chewing gum.
Yeah, no.
So you have to have cold.
Yeah, sometimes we get a little bit.
You have to have cold. So if I know Joe's going to be like, Sherin, I'm going to tell you if there's a whopper coming out of your nose, and he does that, then I'm like,
yeah.
But if not, you're like that for hours, like, and then you look like you're fucking on something or something like that. Like.
Yeah, but you ever like someone that you don't know, but you're just trying to tell them.
You're trying to help
them. You're like this, look. And they're like, are you alright, you psycho? There's a fucking big lumpy shite
I
in your
was trying to be nice.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's
Very
the code.
good.
That's the code one. But on the other side of it is, it'd be like, as you said, they would say, if you offer someone, we just said to everyone, does anyone want to chew gum but hold it directly at the person? Anybody? Does anybody want to chew gum? Terry, anyone? Terry,
do you want one?
Does anyone want to chew gum, Terry?
And he'd probably the one that say, nah, you're all right.
Oh, cock bread, fucking have a chewing gum. Do you know what I mean? But no, you have to be. But it's one of them things. I don't know where we went from RTE to your tag show. That's what it was. And we were saying that you should put someone with if there was something on him. But anyway, I'm gonna go in and we'll go back because I want to talk more about your sponsors and go a little bit before because we were a little bit RTE-ish, weren't we?
It got a bit political.
Do you think I could work for them?
I think you'd do all right, Joe.
Definitely do something with that crime line stuff.
Have you ever been in the job?
Yeah, just crime line. RTE crime line.
I do that, Sherin.
I've been on that. I've been on that. Done it now. I've been on there.
You've been on crime line?
No, not crime line. I
have been on crime line.
No.
I seen you on crime line.
Someone said he makes a lot of appearances on CCTVs. No, it was on the 6 o'clock show.
Were you?
Yes.
I'd like to on that show.
Do you know who I was with?
Who?
I wasn't with them, like, but I would have been with them if they would have let me, but I wouldn't have. I forgot her name now. Pogspot, haven't I? We're very good friends.
What? Very good friends.
Very
would
good
have been
friends.
better if she let you, but you don't know her name.
Not Enya. Is it Enya?
Enya Martin?
Not Enya. I know Enya Martin years. She's the Eurovision singer. She was there first. Google.
Alexa.
Google no, because then she was like, European Irish Eurovision winner. The very first one, very first Irish European, I forgot her name, sorry. But we went in, me and Willa and Eric, and we were doing the shows, Willa's White Christmas and the Ambassador. And obviously Willa had an MC, they had booked. Dana! I knew it was Enya. I thought I said Enya.
Yeah, you did say Enya.
That's my dyslexic.
Dana.
That's my dyslexic.
Kicked in right there.
But it was great because I was like, no way, so I didn't know. And me and Eric went into the 6 o'clock studio. And then her husband came in and said, oh, how's it going, big fella? I was like, and then Dan was like, no, Dan. I was like, fuck, on the news straight away. I was like, from all kinds of everything. I'm not going to go into it, but that's the song. It's a fucking rapper song.
Me of you.
Yeah, right. And she's so lovely.
Is she?
She's so lovely. And then, so they come in, and so she was on the sofa first. So she was sitting there, and then they interviewed her, and then they called us in, and she scooted up.
Right.
And then it was me, and
I
then it was
that.
Eric, and I was sitting beside her, and they were talking to me and Eric. But I'm one of them, I'm pure inclusive, you know, I'm one of them. So when they were asking me and something, I was talking back to them. I was telling her as well.
Yeah, just
and
trying to...
Like, and she was putting her hand on me and I got a little erection and all. No, I didn't. That was a joke, by the way.
Did you say you're really good friends right now, yeah? Not after this podcast.
No, I was only joking, obviously. I'm for comedian purposes. No, but she was like, but she was, you know, and I was talking to the whole lot of us, and she was lovely. And afterwards, and I thought it was, and she was like, that's supposed to be the way I brought up. She was like, it was so nice because they were talking to you too.
And you were trying to involve her.
And even when I was telling me stuff, I was leaning back into her, and she was so lovely. And I thought that was nice that she appreciated that.
It's
from
lovely.
my end of it. And it wasn't like as if I was just thought of it. It's just the way.
It was, yeah, the dynamic. Yeah, that's it.
And then we were having that bit at the end of it as rapper as well. At the end of it is like, so they have the kook on. The kook on, the very good. On, and your mum was making all this bleeding. It was a Halloween dish or that was some. No, it was coming up to Christmas. Halloween dish. We do Christmas shows.
But you were making fucking Halloween dishes.
It's a Christmas show here from out where I'm making
Barney
pumpkins.
Brack of Barney.
That's how much of a cutback there is on TV3 though. I'm fucking still making pumpkins. but we are making and we are all eating the food, and I was like bleeding, cracking jokes and all my mouth.
I'd love to do something like that 6 o'clock show. Do you know another show that I loved? I think they're brilliant. I love them talking bollocks. And you're only saying there a minute ago about being on. I'd love to get on their show. I think they're funny. I went to see their show, and that's where I seen Willa White in the stadium.
Oh, right.
Oh, it was brilliant.
So you were at that one?
I was at that. I was in the audience.
So was I. I was at that.
Brilliant. What a show.
We were lucky enough for that we are Willa's guests, are they? Yeah. So I was lucky enough for me, and I've met them a couple of times, and they're so sound.
Oh, I'd love to get on. I'd love to get on that podcast. I really would. Did you hear that, lads?
Terence Calvin.
I want to be on Talking Bollocks.
Calvin. Let's get Sherien Hughes. I bet you Rachel will turn up.
Rachel goes talking about
ask me bollocks. If Rachel turns up for that and not for this, they'll be bleeding murder.
Now Terence and Calvin will probably be like, no, get them on, get them on.
Bleeding murder.
Yeah,
I definitely think that'd suit them. That'd be right up their alley, though, I think, for their... What are we talking about other people podcasts
we should. No, Joe. I'm very grateful to be on this bleeding podcast. Did you know I had a podcast?
What do you mean did? Where's it gone?
I just stopped.
Why?
Tired, like.
It's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, it's hard getting...
Do you know what I find the worst? It's the fucking producers. What are you messing? Carl is sound, he's only messing.
No, do you know, it's like you have the people I've done Irish O'Carroll. It's very blessed with the people I've done Irish O'Carroll. Lynn Ruan was someone you want. Like, I've done great interviews, brilliant, Matt Burke and all, but it's time consuming with everything else that we're doing with Sister Sheds, and we've great following on it because obviously what we do, we've great following on our social media, so I might just go back and do something like that.
I think you'd be greater. I think you're all right. I knew you had, and I said this to you before, I was a little bit embarrassed because I don't listen. I haven't got the attention span.
Right.
I can't even listen to this.
Right.
He sends it to me and I'm supposed to
just put it up.
I'm supposed to put it up. I'm supposed to do clips and all, and I'm like, oh, God.
Just do it.
I don't fucking listen to it. Yeah. Listen to me. But when the Talking Bollocks lads got me on, I felt like a dope then afterwards because they were like, Joe, we've been doing to get you on for ages. They were like, do you want to come on? Because they met me at the Willa gig. And they were like, they see me and they were like, do you want to come on to the pot? And I was like, I fucking loved it.
Yeah.
Like, on this next Wednesday. It was on the same day. And not the same day, but they booked 4 of us on the same day. And
see, that's the thing with podcasts is trying to get your lot for. So we were doing that just to have, where you release episodes all the time.
So we were recording 4 on the same day?
Yeah, so back to back. And then it becomes, just to make sure you had them lined up. Wow. Because then you're going out looking for your next 4
episodes of the same clothes? That doesn't seem right on the women's end of it. No. On women's end of it, I could do 4 episodes. I have no problem.
I have the Facebook here. Hold on,
hang on a second. I'm paying for this fucking podcast. Doing your own foxy time, alright? Fuck you and your sister shit. Alright? That's me, bollocks.
What's it called? The sister shit is called the sister pod.
I couldn't give a fuck over there going,
fuck Talking Bollocks, fuck the sister pod, we're on Joe Irish podcast.
Look at that pulling out off.
I'm joking.
Hang on a second, I'll give me it for 2 minutes. Hang on, I'm with you now in 2 seconds. But what happened was, right, because I was telling you something and you went, your own little ADHD boost there. You fucked off on me.
Stop,
you fucked off on your little brain.
I told you I was on the spectrum. Go on.
I was telling her to rap a story and then she get a punchline and she's like, let's look at my Facebook. How the fuck
stop,
she's a CEO. She's a CEO.
Stop that now.
I'm only
People
messing.
start looking at that.
No, watch out. Listen, right? This is all laughs. All laughs. We're having a banter. It's taking a piss.
She's a funny
but
CEO.
But it was a funny CEO.
Yeah.
You're good crack. You're down to edge. But what I was saying what it is that they had said to me, or asked me to come on there, and I was like, yes. And I got there, and I did mushrooms before I went on it.
On the podcast? You didn't.
We did.
Joe, you're messing.
No, I swear on my dad's life. My dad's passed away. I don't know what I'm swearing his life for.
That's why you're swearing on his life?
No, on my ma's life. I swear to my kids.
God.
No, that's about 100%. Not like fucking up the mountains what we used to pick. I wasn't picking much. I microdosed.
Right, okay.
I microdosed.
I get you,
So I took a little nice little, so it was chilled and I was relaxed because I was nervous. It's never been on a podcast, never even listened to one. And then they were like, yeah, come on in. And I've never listened back to it. And they didn't release it for 4 weeks. And I thought, what was I fucking saying? You know the way you don't. You know the way
something went wrong.
You know the way I was like, I text them. Why does not release that? What's going on?
Hey lads, is everything okay?
The stuff I was saying though, I was talking about getting battered by the teachers in school and all that. None of that. They cut it all out. I think.
Joe, the crack.
But it was funny. But we had a laugh and I got great bits. And I got loads of messages off people saying, I loved your episode and the clip they released. I was talking about my kids and it was brilliant. But the bit where I got embarrassed and I thought, you fucking idiot. This is me as well with ADHD and fucking a little bit of tism all into it. I've just a hint. I've got a sprinkle of ADHD with a dash of tism.
ADHD with just a sprinkle of tism.
Just a little, just off the, there you go, like that. So, but what happened was, they were like, oh, so we do this bit. Would you rather? And I was like, so what would you rather? And I was like, I'd rather know what's going on. I'd rather be clued in. I'd rather know what's happening next.
I don't know what's going on.
You know, during the podcast, we do this bit, we'd rather. That's what he kept saying to me. But you know the way we do the bit, would you rather? And I go, lads, I never listened, not once, to your podcast. And they went, what?
Oh my God.
And I said, boys, I swear I haven't got the attention. And I think that's why I was never asked back. They were like, no, that's fine. But so they go, would you rather do this? And then I hadn't got anything to say to them.
You were gone.
I was like, would I rather have not done mushrooms?
Before I come on your podcast?
On the biggest podcast in the country. Possibly not. Don't ask me, Sherin. I'm not, and I've said it before. I'm not right, but I'm a nice person.
You're
and I mean well,
Joe.
and I have a bit of laugh, and I've not a bad bone in my body.
No, you haven't.
And I think
That's
it's because,
true.
and I 100% want to tell you well straight, it's from doing, and this is not the thing that we should be promoting, because I look at my sponsors, by the way.
Well, actually, rewind, cut all that shit.
Cut it all out. Yeah, but you're not promoting it. No, we'll cut it all out. We go back to the jokes.
Don't cut out.
I believe if everyone did fucking we got out some mushrooms comes from the ground and people know that smoking weed not smoking weed but cannabis it relaxes kids with all sorts of fucking back problems. There's loads of benefits for it. Same with the mushrooms, and it's been known to help people in a different way, and it can help you.
Research would tell you that.
100%. And from your own. What would you call it? What would you call it when you're just discoveries, is it? No, it's over the fact that I don't be depressed or anxious.
I can't give
in. I'm sorry.
No, it's really good.
I've never been anxious on mushrooms. I've never been depressed on mushrooms.
See that podcast? Never do a podcast again.
No, I'm not joking, John. It's maybe I should have picked the bad time to talk about I'm fucking promoting sister
look,
sheds.
It's interesting.
It
all
is, no, it
I'm
is
sure there's women in the sister sheds that have a joint now and again and
100%,
do a mushroom.
100%. Do you know where I'm going to go to? I'm going to go to it. There's a great program which really for microdosing, because I was in a bad place many years ago in a very dark place, and I was like, oh fucking, and it was Joe Rogan. It's one of a podcast. I just talked about podcasts, and they had said about microdosing. I was like, what? I was like, microdosing mushrooms and LSD. I was like, I used to maxi dose. All the time. Like I was
I'll be sitting in the gas next week. This will come out and I'll have emails to Sherin. It's Eileen here from the whatever sister shed. I seen you talking about mushrooms and weed. Is that going to be now prevent into the sheds? No.
No, but because there's not any badness. And what I'm trying to say to is that they had said about taking a smaller amount, and they said it's the same way, and you can make it out like chocolate and all like that.
You do know there is. I know a few.
Yeah. And I said, fucking hell, and it changed my life from when I was in a bad way, when I was separated, and I was like, oh, I don't want to be on my own, and I didn't want to be on my own, I didn't want to be living without my kids, and I was without my own choice. I was in a dark place, didn't sleep in a bed for a year, slept on a sofa in a granny flat, couldn't even get into the bed. No, I was walking, I was plastering and going and gigging. Like I was getting up and got every night and doing 6 or 7 gigs a week, and I'm going home and I'm fucking being horrible. And the Michael Dawson thing came across me. I swear to God, it was the best thing that ever happened to me. Ever happened to me. Changed my mind, changed me everything. Forgive, forget, move on. Better relationships with fucking family, friends, everything else. There's never makes. And I've been said to my kids ever, and I've said to my kids, both I'm 17 and 24, because you massively feel like that you're depressed, and I'd rather fucking go and take mushroom, and that's I swear that.
I'm telling you now, a really good friend of mine that's not into drugs or anything, she's done ayahuasca. Changed her life completely.
And you know what?
And since then, she does that microdosing mushrooms.
And you know why? Because it's the exact same molecule. So this, you know what? I'm not going to go into it and all, right? Because people just don't. As soon as I say anything intelligent, they're like, that's not true.
Now.
No, if we say that and tells, like even Sarah says, if we say to someone, oh, you shouldn't microdose mushrooms, they're going to go, fuck. But if Sarah said, we shouldn't microdose, they'd be like, Sarah. Oh yeah, because it depends on who's telling the fucking story. I'm too off the rails for people to believe this is normal. But it's true though. We would say to anyone, the molecule is the exact same. So mushrooms that grow on the ground has that molecule. This. You know that it's that chemical, right? And it's the exact same in LSD. The exact same molecule. Right. LSD, mushroom, DMT, exact same molecule, and ayahuasca. So the four of them are exactly the same. They're just different forms. Yeah. So the mushroom grows from the ground straight up, and then the LSD is synthetic. It's made in the lab. Yeah. And then the fucking DMT is taken from the tree, and it's a powder form. Right. And ayahuasca you drink. And they all have different lengths and different strengths, but they're exactly the same. So anyone that says to you, I've went on a retreat and I've done ayahuasca, which I would fucking love. I'd love to, but I'd be
very nervous. I've had some demons in my life. Yeah. I mean, everyone keeps saying, you face your demons. I'm like,
well, I think I'd rather face them and do it and go for it. But I didn't have to go all down that end of it. And I know we're here for the sister sheds.
The sister sheds?
It was. I love that wall, by the way. How do I get that wall? Who's that?
No, the sister sheds are so down to earth. They'd love all that chat.
No, it's not. I'm not even saying. I don't know where we were going with the fucking thing.
It's gone from politics to tags.
Well, this is what we're all about. That's what we're all about. We're rolling out with the conversations. But what it was, as I said, I done microdosing going on. Fucking the talking bollocks, and I'm sure most of their guests have been on all sorts of drugs. I do believe, even though.
Oh, that's 100%. That's priceless. That you nailed it.
No, hang on. Come on, my podcast. No, we love them.
They're brilliant.
The whole thing is, and where we are, and we're up, like we are from the fucking grassroots working class areas. 100%. You can't get any fucking lower. And the boys are from the flats, and Will as the Ballymun. Yeah, we're all from the same fucking cloth.
We're all doing the
same.
We
are from the same cloth. All of us
doing this work. All come from the same cloth.
We are from the same cloth, like, and that end of it. But as I said, so when we all have different avenues, and some go deep. I've never had a lucky enough a big addiction person. Look, I've never had a drink or gambling or anything like that. I remember my first experience with gambling was with my cousin Ozzy, and it was only fucking 15 as an apprentice plasterer. He come back from Jersey.
Ozzy from Killinary.
You know Ozzy Dowling? That's my cousin. Ozzy's my cousin.
Oh, Ozzy Dowling? Yeah. You Celine Dowling and all.
Celine's my cousin. My Jane and my sister and all them. Yeah, they're all my family.
I know Jane,
Yeah, I don't like any of them. But
neither do I. I get on great with Celine.
Do you want me to bat that?
I get on great with Kitchen Celine. No, they're all lovely.
So was he only back, and he was whatever age, so he was 15, he was fucking 20, probably 23, 24, because he's almost 10 years older than me, and he was back, he's a plasterer, and he was like, come on, we go on a lunch break, and I was like, yeah, and he went around the corner, and straight into a Bilkies with him, and he was like, no, he's in the Bilkies, and I was always like, oh, I didn't know what to do, like, I was only 15, like, it was me fucking first week as an apprentice. I was, what do I do? He goes, just fucking the dogs 1 to 6. He goes, just pick trap 1 or trap 6, and just write £5, write £5 down, put foot, and I was like, all right, okay, trap, and I just went, trap 4, £5, and handed it in. I was only on £15 a day. So that's like if you were getting 150, putting 50 quid on it as a 15-year-old, and it lost. It lost, and I was like, gutted. I never gambled after that. It's not the best.
That's good. That's the best gambling you ever done.
But why did people enjoy this? I couldn't get my head around. But what I'm saying is, I haven't, anyways, with a big.
You haven't had a majorly addictive.
Yeah, but just lucky enough, and I can do stuff in moderation. So I feel like that I'm lucky enough, and that end of it, that I'm lucky enough, and I know people that have, and some of this without going into a whole serious, and we've all had friends and family close to us, and there that we feel there to. Loved ones that have went in a wrong way, but and it's horrible to say, but it is horrible to say. But you should microdose. I'm not gonna fuck. Everyone should do it. I tell you now.
Sherin coming out here like that microdose.
I'm telling you now. I swear to God, if the government microdosed mushrooms in every country in the world would be a far better place.
Really?
100%. 100%.
I've definitely heard about.
If all them headbangers that are running the countries and doing this,
but you just chill out.
We all have this. I have empathy, and so is anyone else. I've never met anyone that has a microdose or does ayahuasca, or DMT in any form of a medical.
No, it's great results from what I've heard.
And I don't want to knock this back on for you getting sponsors. I'm not going to get any bleeding sponsors unless it's from the fucking, what's the name of that big fucking truck that drives past you that has the mushrooms in it? Did you ever see that? Did you ever see them big trucks?
Big mushroom trucks sponsoring Joe. Oh, I can't.
Would it be fun unless it was the Mario Brothers or something?
Luigi.
Mushroom car sponsor boy. But anyway, so you want to get. So I was thinking, like, so your sponsorship basically, what I believe in a sponsorship, they want advertisement in it. They want as many people to be as aware.
That
so
they sponsor us.
So where? Besides your podcast, was it a Sister Shed podcast?
No, just Sister Pod.
Pod.
Yeah, but it was, because me and Rach were doing it.
Okay, but it was it based around the whole background of your whole community? It was just you?
Just right, okay. With whoever guessed.
Right, okay. So what was your sponsors getting out of sponsoring you?
Well, they didn't sponsor the Sister Pod around, they sponsored the actual charity.
Right.
So we, obviously, every time we do talks with them or we go into the company and we talk about Sister Sheds and what we do, grassroots.
Yeah.
Some of their organisation would also help us, like say lads that could teach us a bit of tech.
Right, okay.
So they come in and do stuff. Obviously, we always say who our sponsors are. Their tags are on our website.
Yeah.
All the women in the Sister Sheds now. And obviously then we just like promote, we partner with them. So whatever we can do. Yeah. We're not like professional in that level.
No, I know.
Sister Sheds was literally born through two young ones.
Yeah, fair.
Do you know, it's just,
that's amazing.
It wasn't something that I always say to like people, I could sit here and talk all day. I can tell you how to support people. I can listen to people. I don't know how to run a business.
Yeah. See, but that's where you're taking this all in, though, aren't you?
As the day is going on. That's where we've got sponsorships and stuff. We come in and help us.
And I know, and I feel exactly where you're coming from, because I can almost say I can stand on the fucking stage and tell a dick joke like that, but I don't know how to market myself.
Yeah,
and I don't know how to get the fucking next gig or get the
it's
touch
been
of the
like
bookers
literally
or
3
promoters.
years of learning, like,
but what
flying.
What I have learned about a sponsorship or anything like that, on their basic level of it, they want to, what they're getting over. So they want to be getting like an advertisement.
Yeah,
because they're promoting you. So on you, like in your Sister Sheds, like you have it over 1,000 members, would you be getting something sister shed, like, you know what I mean? Like, I know we just got, was it once a week? Not say, the guy having it.
Yeah,
this is
once
only
a
just
week. It's for 2 hours a week. So basically, we have our website and stuff, and if obviously our social media. So when we meet with our sponsors and stuff, like we do videos
straight away. But yeah, so see that if we had a sponsor now, immediately the sponsor.
Oh, of course, it'd be right there. Yeah.
So they use have
that with the
use
website.
Have all that to offer on that website and all, and any of the meetings. Then it's like, listen, big shout out. We have our sponsor on board.
Absolutely.
So and then the sponsor, then obviously you want to try and get it for the year.
For 2026, we well to help us out with 2026. I believe one of our sponsors are going to go ahead and sponsor us again next year. I won't say too much there, but I think we're lucky enough that's going to happen.
But you can have more. You can have a few sponsors.
You can have loads,
and
we just never know. So, if for anyone that wants to sponsor a charity that works morning, noon, and night, supporting women all around Ireland, grassroots organisation. Give Sherin a shout.
That's great.
Happy to take his
on that's great. That's amazing. And I definitely think you definitely get as you should.
The big thing is what we want to do, Joe, is we want to sell the last of these
tickets for the Civic. Tickets with a 20-minute sketch from these legends. They're gonna be. I'm telling you now. You watch. They'll be in Hollywood before you know it. So you want to see them in the Civic Theatre.
Yeah, we'll do autographs.
Rachel, they're gonna do autographs and the whole lot, and then you have like I'm gonna host.
You're the host.
A little bit and just to bring them on. Then you have Enion and you have Mary
Al Porter. I mean, you couldn't €40
and then the special guest we're not gonna say the surprise special guest.
But you're gonna ring him later, aren't you?
100%. I'm going to ring him. I'll ring his neck. I'll get him in a headlock.
Listen, what are you doing?
I'll get him in a headlock. No, we'll get that sorted. But there's another bit. So we want to, and thanks for coming, by the way. Thank you.
Thanks so much. Great crack.
I'm definitely going to we'll have to do this again. But
absolutely.
I want to get Rachel in.
We'll bring Rachel.
Bring Rachel in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Actually, I'll get Rachel in on her own. I'll slag her. I'm only messing. No, I'm only messing. So no, but that way I'd like to do. I get with you and Rachel in for maybe down the line after the gig and the whole lot, and we can shoot the breeze and see how it's going.
And we're going to have a great night on 2020.
It's going to be a great night.
Do you know what? Between the music, the show, the guests, myself, Rachel, Joe, we're all just about high vibe. Yes. And to remember, it's a fundraiser for the charity. Yeah. Whatever money goes through them tickets helps our charity. Yeah. So come along.
Come along. Mulgrew.
Why?
Mulgrew. That was the name of the mushroom drug. Mulgrew! Hey, I want Mulgrew to sponsor me.
Yeah, listen, I was just saying, if you just want to buy tickets, okay?
Sorry. Just a little hint.
That's a good one,
Mulgrew.
I love it.
Hintatism. Just
with a sprinkle of
ADHD and a hintatism and a dollop of who gives a fuck.
You dyslexic fuck.
A dollop of dyslexic fuck. So because I know we won't go anywhere for a second. Because I do a bit, because this is the Joe Wordish podcast. It came from me just doing stand-up comedy, and I knew you have to take these avenues. It's not that I told you, I had no attention. My attention span's like fucking that size. You were telling me about the show that I'm going to be on, and I'm thinking about mushrooms and trucks with mushrooms on
She's like, Rachel. She'd be like, Rachel, I don't know if it's a good idea.
Nah.
I don't know if it's just coming out going, is there anyone from Mulgrew here? Did you micro anyone microdose in the audience tonight?
No, but we meant then that was just a little, we floated off.
It was a
good crack. It was great to have you on, but I do a bit in it because I do the stand-up comedy, and the reason why I'm doing this is very similar, I'm assuming, than the reason why you took off and you did the podcast, because if it's just another avenue of another avenue, because I said venue last week, and that's not right. It's not a venue of content. It's another.
It's another lane. It's an avenue.
I'm thrilled with that one. You know what I'm saying? Remember, me and you have great biology. I meant chemistry. I do know what I want to say.
Oh, Joe, you cracked me up. I'm not going to lie. I actually had a great time on this podcast. My mouth
doesn't let me. Now my brain goes, say this. It's going to sound rapper.
It's this.
Me and you have rapper biology. Chemistry is dope. Yeah, you know what I mean. Mulgrew.
Tourette's.
That's what it is. That's what I've got. I definitely have a hint of that. I think I've got it all.
You're on the spectrum.
I want it all. I've got it all. So, Yeah, it's a podcast. So in this podcast, I do a segment, and I did say it to you. We do pub jokes, and I tell you where this bit comes from. The pub joke parts come from because our partner's going to fucking batter me because I just said to him, oh, we do a pub. And he's like, well, so we can do your own joke if you want, which you probably don't have because you're not a comedian.
I have a joke. I don't have my own.
Yeah, so I said, and I was like, because some comedians are like, I'll just do my own fucking joke. I said, I don't want you to do my whole story. When I get approached...
Was that his own joke though last week, the chickens? It was fucking
It was brilliant, isn't it?
It was brilliant.
So, but he got loads of comments going, oh, that's an old joke. And he's like, yeah, sorry, in my head I'm reading him. Yeah, Joe said to do... Sorry.
He said you can get it off Google.
No, so I do say that one. I want to, if I was, because I'm a comedian, some people come up to you and go, tell us a joke. And I'm like, I'm not going to do my whole fucking, because I tell stories. I'm a storyteller. I do bang, bang, big, long-winded stories. I'm not going to do that for too much. You lose their attention. They just want, tell us a joke, and they want boom, 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 boom.
And then they want to be on the deck.
And then that's what they want, right? And I'm like, I'm not here to fucking... So I got it where I said, when I have comedians in here, I'm going to tell comedians, if someone puts you on a spot, you'll have one in your back pocket. What would you say? Pub joke, right? So... I said it to Sherin earlier, said it to her last week, get a joke that you might have heard before or someone might tell you, and I said, we'll figure it out. So have you got
a joke?
Let's go.
Look, I don't know how it's going to come out.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be funny.
We'll see.
Right, so 2 jokes, but I'm going to tell you the longer one, right?
Here we go. Pub jokes, Sherien Hughes.
Right, so there's a guy called Jimmy. And he's living up in the country somewhere.
Yeah.
And he goes he's now retired, and he says, you know what, I think it's time for me now to be able to have me nightly points. And I'm going to find me a little local, and I'm going to be really happy there. So he goes into the local pub, sits down, and lo and behold, the barman's name is Paddy. Yeah. He's like, hi, Paddy. He's like, could you give me 3 pints of Heineken? So Paddy gets to know Jimmy, and he gives him 3 pints of Heineken, and Jimmy drinks the 3 pints one after the other. Goes in the next night, hi Paddy, can I have 3 pints of Heineken? Yeah. Of course you can, Jimmy. Gives him 3 pints. And Jimmy drinks them, and that goes on for about 2 or 3. Oh no, sorry, that goes on for a few days. Then Paddy says, look, just order them one by one, Jimmy. You'll be all right. I make them one by one, be fresh. Paddy says, oh no. He says, you couldn't do that now. He said, because me and my brothers have a pact. One of them is travelling India, and the other one is in Bahrain doing the oil. Great lads. Yeah. And we said that we would have a drink every night together. Right. So we do 3. So the barman said, oh, I totally get it, no problem.
Right. So he's drinking the 2 points for his brother?
For his brother. So 3 points, right?
Yeah.
So the days go on, weeks go on, and one day Jimmy comes in and he says, Paddy, will you give me 2 pints of Heineken? Wow. So Jimmy is like, oh, yeah, no bother. Gives him the 2 pints of Heineken, does it again the next night. Before you know it, all the lads in the pub were aware of the story, so they start bringing in flowers and cards and fuck. So Paddy says, Jimmy says to Paddy, Jesus, Paddy, there's an awful lot of cards and flowers. Are you celebrating something? And Paddy says, no, he says, actually, they're for you, Jimmy. He says, we're all afraid to ask you, which one did you lose? Was it the one in Bahrain or was it the one in India? And he says, no, I didn't lose any of my brothers. It's just I gave up the drink and they didn't. It's not too bad, it's not too bad.
That's a good one. That was a good one. He's off now. That was too bad. Well done. Well done. Give it up, Carl. That was a great pub joke, Jimmy and Paddy. So you have another one? Did you say that too? Go on, let's bring her on. There's a pub joke.
So this fellow walks into the bar and he says, hey, Joe. Yeah. Give us 7 shots of Sambuca and a pint of Guinness. Yeah. So barman says, no problem. Pours out, gives him 7 shots on the counter. The man gets 7 shots, goes off to make the Guinness. Yeah. Between the time that he made the Guinness and drank the shots, bloke drinks 7 shots. Barman come over. He said, Jesus Christ, said you drank them really quick. He says, yes, so would you if you knew what I had. And the barman says, what you have? He says, £2 in my pocket.
That's a fucking brilliant one. That's a great one.
See my 2 jokes. Yeah, that's me.
That's a fucking great joke. Right, well, I'll give you a tale.
Give us a joke.
Right, give you a tale. Right, say right there. So, these again pub jokes because people just pull you aside now when I get told. So, did you hear about the gay magician? He disappeared with a puff. Poof. Look at Poof is smart.
That was just fucking quick. That was
fast. Yeah. These ones sometimes they're fast. What's your name? Do you hear about the two gay ghosts?
No.
They put the willies up to each other. That's a stupid.
Oh God, the ones I remember for the next podcast. You're going to say to me, Sherin, 2 jokes. They're going to be my 2 jokes.
Yeah, brilliant, man. But I've one more, and I don't know if I can say it, but I might as well say this one because it's the sister sheds.
Go on, go for it.
So what word beginning with V does women use to win an argument or to get what they want? Sorry, I said that wrong. What word begins with V that women would use to get what they want?
No idea.
The voice.
You used that fucking
Where
hands
did you
as
go?
well.
What? Hang on. What were you thinking?
I switched off.
I don't know what you were thinking.
Joe, I switched off. Okay, I switched off.
I'm sorry, but we shouldn't have ended on that. We'll
No,
cut
no,
that
that
out.
was a good one.
It was a good one. You had the mind was in the gutter.
My mind
not me.
went down. My
I knew
mind
what I
went
was
right
thinking.
down there. Yeah.
I knew what I was thinking. I love them ones. That little, they're like
Little twisters. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's like shh.
Yeah, you're like whoa, and then bang, takes a little right.
Yeah, like Kung Fu Panda.
So thank you, Sherin Hughes.
You're so welcome.
Sister
Thank you.
Sheds.
It's an absolute pleasure.
Sister
really
Sheds.
Sister Sheds.
We're going to have,
Sheds.
the Civic Theatre is going to be on fucking wheels. And we've only, I think there's only, whatever.
A week and a half.
A week and a half.
40-something tickets left.
What? That's going to be gone.
Yeah, I know. Better be.
No, it will. 40-something tickets. That'll sell.
Yeah.
That'll sell. And then obviously so that's already, that's going to happen. And then the next thing then is you want to be down fucking Vicar Street or the Ambassador.
I'd love to.
We know your man from the Ambassador.
A dream.
That'd be rapper because you're all over. You should even maybe bounce down because there's a civic, and I'm sure you're getting, as you said this earlier, I know we're running out of time, people to be messaging going, do something down because you have them in.
Oh, literally, sure, I was even saying to you, Joe, after we do this, I'd love to do something for men's mental health, men's ed.
Yeah, that we should definitely.
Absolutely.
And I don't want to become because I know we're running out of time there, but I did want to talk about, and I didn't want to talk about at the time when it was affecting me, and then I knew we wanted to talk about it afterwards, same about being homeless and stuff. And I wanted to talk about, and I'm glad because the lads from Talking Bollocks had gave my number to the guy is from what's the charity now? Sorry, this is the ADHD and all, and again, not the Simon community because I was with them. The Peter McFreddy was it? No, sorry, no, it wasn't. It was the UCD. The students.
Yeah.
They had their own homeless
that's
group
right.
that they were going out together, and they asked me to be a guest speaker on a panel, and I went out. I was like, man, I'm a guest speaker on fucking UC bleeding D.
Love it.
Can't even spell UCD, and I'm a guest speaker out there.
Can't spell UCD.
Because spell LSD.
Spell Mulgar. Mulgrew.
Get it right. But I was a guest speaker and it was great from that to go, and then I was like, do you know what? I needed that.
We should do something next year.
Like, they needed me. When I got that and I got the opportunity to talk about how it affected me and what I could see, and they were like, well, how would you get it? What I could see and what I thought would be make a difference in what I was, because it was a different scale of homelessness of people that are going through the system, but definitely men's aid.
We'll do something for them next year.
We'll
Sister
do.
Sheds and yourself and whoever else wants to come on board.
100%. And there's a lot of men out there that is in good positions. Jason Bourne and even Chris. Maybe we get a little gang together
all
because
of us
I don't know how much if they've ever reached out. These guys, I know I have, and I don't know anyone else. No one else has actually said to me, I went to ring them and I never. No one's ever said that to me. As you said already, men barely talk. But if there was anyone else that has done that and maybe did, or maybe has done it, and or even anyone from men's, even from men's aid, someone that works there has been there before, maybe give us a shout out and we'll organise something.
Absolutely, 100%.
Going maybe something for next year going in, because I should want to say it. But listen, Sister Shed, Civic Theatre, the 23rd of August, which is a week and a half away, 40 tickets left, and then after that it's the Ambassador next year for Sister Shed.
Definitely.
100%. Sherien Hughes,
Thank
episode
you.
8.
Thanks so much.
Give it up for Carl over there.
Thank you. Thanks for
Carl across
Great
the Joe Wordish podcast. Mulgrew.